Welcome to Wicked Web Wednesdays with me, Chris Davidson, brought to you by Speaker Business Builder. Wicked Web Wednesdays are designed to help professional speakers make a better use of the web. Now, when I say professional speakers, speakers are in fact part of what I call the cat's marketplace. Consultants, authors, trainers, and speakers. So if any of those labels fit you, then you're in exactly the right place, and I hope that this will be a really useful video for you and all the subsequent following Wicked Web Wednesdays that we have planned. Now, today's Wicked Web Wednesday is all going to be about the 3 R's for speakers. Let's get that up there, the 3 R's for speakers. Now, before I get into the 3 R's for speakers, those of you watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click on the little bell icon too, so that you get notifications of future videos. Now, the 3 R's for speakers. You ready? Okay, let's go. First one, relevance. Second, reputation. Third, revenue. Relevance, reputation, revenue. Let's deal with the elephant in the room. It is April 2020. You do not need me to tell you that we have a problem here. Many people, consultants, authors, trainers, speakers, in the cat's marketplace are seeing their revenue go through the floor. However, the point I want to make in this video is that revenue is only one of 3 currencies. 3 currencies: relevance, reputation, and revenue. So yes, there's a bit of an issue here. Fine. However, the point is we can still do lots and lots of work on relevance and reputation so that when revenue does recover, guess what? You're in a better position than you were before. So let's not mope about lost revenue. Let's focus on what we can do, which is relevance and reputation. I do not know of a single consultant that would not jump out of bed with enthusiasm in the morning if you were to say to that person, at the end of the day, your relevance to the marketplace will have increased tenfold. They will love you for that. I do not know of a single author who would not leap out of bed in the morning if you were to say to him or her, at the end of the day, your reputation with your chosen genre will have gone through the roof. Wow, terrific. So let's focus our efforts here where some good can be done. Relevance and reputation. How are we going to do that? Here are the assets, ladies and gentlemen, the assets you need to bring to the fore. Your website is a big asset. Now, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Chris, what about my LinkedIn profile? Surely that's where everybody is. I should be doing that. Oh, my Facebook page. Yeah, my Facebook page, I need to do that. Twitter, my Twitter feed, I need to do all that. The point is this with social media. You, me, we do not own LinkedIn, Facebook, or Twitter. We have no control over these people. We do not know what they are going to do tomorrow. There are 2 assets you have over which you have absolute control. One is your website. The other, while I happen to be here, is your email list. Now, in future Wicked Web Wednesdays, I'm going to come back to email lists, so we're not going to go into email lists today, but do please acknowledge here and now, in terms of relevance and reputation, helping you build relevance and reputation and revenue for the future when it comes back, relevance and reputation, email list and websites are where it really is at. You have tremendous power here. So we'll come back to emails later. I want you to have a better website, a website that can help you build your relevance and build your reputation. To do that, there are two levels of input that we need to look at on websites. One is having better technology, and the second, frankly, is just plain better thinking. Thinking and technology as they relate to your website. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's take better technology first. Since 2017, my colleagues and I have been conducting the Worldwide Speakers Digital Footprint Survey. The 2020 edition of the survey is now just been completed, and it's uploaded onto the Speaker Business Builder website. It's about 50 pages long, and it's a very, very detailed analysis of thousands of speaker websites. And we look at a number of critical components related to the capacity of speakers' websites to engage in 21st century online marketing. What do I mean by that? Let's have a look at what it is that we actually focus on in that survey. Use of Google Analytics, load speed, we're just beginning to measure load speed actually, use of blogs, mobile responsiveness, Facebook pixels, LinkedIn Insight tag, etc., and HTTPS versus HTTP. These are critical components within speaker websites, and some of you out there may be saying, Chris, this is basic. Surely people have all of this organized. They don't. Let me tell you, they don't. About half of the websites that we have analyzed do not have HTTPS. Okay, so there is work to be done here, and in subsequent videos we'll be digging into the results from the worldwide survey. Better thinking. When we were looking at analyzing all of these websites, we also looked at them from a perspective of how they communicated with the intended audience. And you can again see that there are two clear groups of cats here in terms of how they put their websites together. There are those people who clearly serve a very, very well-defined niche. They know exactly who they serve, and they have clearly defined offers for the people within that marketplace. And so it's like there isn't really a gap between the marketplace on the one hand and the product on the other. They're very, very closely united. And you can look at other websites where the niche isn't that well defined. It's a bit more general. It has a fluffier edge to it, shall I put it like that? And the products themselves are more general. So there's a bit of overlap, but it's not really that clear where everything fits. And so on those sites, the visitor has to do a lot of work to work out whether he or she is in the right place. Whereas on the very tight sites, you know instantly whether you've come to the right site or not. And if you haven't, well, that's fine, you go somewhere else. If you have, then you're in exactly the right place. Again, that's something that we'll come on to in subsequent videos. So really, this is almost as much as I wanted to say in terms of a backdrop to future Wicked Web Wednesdays. I just want to make very, very clear to you that we do have available 3 currencies for consultants, authors, trainers, speakers. You've got relevance, you've got reputation, you've got revenue. We know there's a problem with one of them, but let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater. There is still a huge amount of work that can be done on relevance and on reputation. The next Wicked Wednesday, Wicked Website Wednesday, is going to focus on the dirty little secret of speakers' websites. There are 2 of them, and the next episode we do one of them. Episode after that we do the second one. Be sure not to miss it.